Hello guys, welcome to a new video. My name is Oliver, and in today's video we will talk about China. I traveled to China for the very first time to Shenzhen, and it blew my mind, honestly. I decided to go there because I was in Hong Kong and I thought it is easy now and cheap to travel to China, because before you had to pay 126 euros for a visa for my passport, right? Because I'm Dutch, I have a European passport, so we had to pay quite a lot of money to enter China. But last December, China's lifted that fee. So for free, I could enjoy 15 days in China. But I was kind of on a tight schedule, so I couldn't really stay for 15 days. But after I've been there, I would really want to go back. And if you've seen my videos, then you know and you've seen that I loved it so much. And I love it. It's only older people, but wow, they're smiling so much. So amazing. Oh, I can't believe it. Anyways, in today's video, I wanted to talk about how safe it is to travel to China, because I have been warned by a lot of people. A lot of people actually were scared of me going to China just because they don't use all the apps and all the information things, right? How do you say that? Like information facilities, like Google and stuff, right? Like, I don't know, like they don't use a lot of things that we're used to use in our daily lives to travel. Because I use, for example, Google Maps for everything, but it's not working in China. When I was in Shenzhen, Google Maps wasn't working. I had to use Apple Maps, and I'm not used to use Apple Maps, so for me it was I really had to get used to that, right? So a lot of things were new for me in those first 24 hours. But the big question is it safe to travel to China? Well, I got overwhelmed with all the responses, all the reactions of everyone that was so enthusiastic about me vlogging my way through Shenzhen, as I was there for 24 hours only, not even a long time, right? And I got a lot of different responses, right? Also people that thought that I was paid by the Chinese government, which is not the case at all. I was just there enjoying my life and making a travel video as I do, right? I got a lot of negative comments also from people that indeed thought that I was paid by the Chinese government, and I don't know, like other things, that I was not prepared and anything, and that's true, right? Like that is true. I love to go into a country blind, you know, just go there and see what is gonna happen, right? But with China, it was a bit different because they don't use any of the Western apps. I'm talking about credit card, Visa, right? Or Apple Pay. Like in all the other countries in Asia where I've been to, I could use my card. I could use my credit card to withdraw money or to pay in a shop, right? But in China, I couldn't. So very last minute, well, I was already in China, right? I had to come up with solutions to save myself from, you know, not going back to Hong Kong, because I was like, if I'm not able to get cash, then I have to go back to Hong Kong, because there I can pay with credit card, right? Well, I arrived to Hong Kong, and that is basically China, right? You see a lot of people saying, no, it is a different country, it's independent. But Chinese people would say, no, Hong Kong is part of China. The first thing that happened to me when I went from Hong Kong to mainland China, I just want to make it clear here, okay? So I'm not saying that Hong Kong is a different country. I'm just saying that I traveled from Hong Kong into China, because you have to go through immigration, right? I got a stamp in my passport, a Chinese stamp, that I entered China. And that only happened when I went with the bullet train from Hong Kong to Shenzhen. It didn't happen when I arrived to Hong Kong. I did not get any China stamp, right? Because it's a special administration. The first thing that caught my attention was the rounds of security. There were many rounds of security. I think 3 or 4, maybe even. You know, first security and customs for Hong Kong, and then you left that, and then you walk through a big corridor, and then you have customs and security for China, to enter China. But everything went very smoothly. The passport booth was literally talking to me. It was literally talking to me. Look at this. Oh, and it was really cool because they scanned my passport, and then the device was talking to me in Dutch, because it recognized that it was a Dutch passport, right? So it started talking to me in Dutch. And there were some Spanish people before me, and the device was talking to them in Spanish also. So that's kind of a cool thing, I would say, even though I cringe a little bit when they talk Dutch to me, but whatever. Yeah, that was my response. It was so funny. Like, I was like, oh no, now everyone knows that I'm Dutch. Oh. Probably everyone would think I'm Danish, Swedish, or American, right, when they hear me talk, but no, I'm Dutch, but I'm living in Spain, so I don't know really what I am or where I belong to, but I mean, yeah. They didn't ask me any questions. I actually expected them to ask me, where are you coming from? What are you gonna do here? For how long are you gonna stay? Do you have a return? I thought they were way stricter. They weren't strict at all. Like, I could literally just give my passport, I said ni hao, and they let me pass. It was perfect. Then when I entered China, I was actually very surprised how clean it was. I literally arrived from Shenzhen Bay, which is in the north of Shenzhen. I took the metro, line 12, to Mengxin Hotel with the hotel where I stayed at. And when I got off of the metro, I was so surprised seeing everything so clean. The whole street was clean. There wasn't any rubbish. Everyone was dressed appropriate. Like, it was just very modern and very, very clean. I mean, like, if I go out here in the streets in Barcelona, it is dirty, right? You see a lot of homeless. I didn't really see any homeless in China either. Like, I think, you know, to answer the question, is China safe? I think China is very safe. And I think China is an amazing place to visit. And no, I'm not paid by the government. I'm literally doing this and speaking from my own experience, right? I arrived to China and I did not need a visa, right? I went through security very smoothly. It all was perfect. I arrived there. I did not feel in danger at any time. I didn't think that people were gonna rob me, or I don't know, yeah, people were looking at me, but that was probably because I was talking to myself, you know, with the phone. I was vlogging, and I am tall. I'm way taller than the average Chinese person. So, but that is just, obviously, I would look also to someone that looks like me, and I'm not, you know, used to that. Of course. Yeah, a lot of things happened to me and a lot of things went wrong. I missed my train. I literally just missed my train, guys. And I don't know, I couldn't withdraw money, couldn't find an ATM. There was chaos going on, right? It is the bullet train video here on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description. You should definitely watch it because it's so funny. I was really in stress, but that was all my fault a little bit, right? I did not know that you couldn't pay with card. I did not know that you needed cash. I did not know that there was Alipay that, you know, worked perfectly fine. You know what? I want to tell you right now, I am complaining a lot, okay? I am complaining literally about anything. But that is a bit in the Dutch nature, I would say, because the weather in Holland sucks. It's always raining and we're always complaining. Everyone is always complaining. It doesn't mean that I'm angry. It doesn't mean that I'm sad or that I'm furious or that I don't like a country or I don't like people. No, it's just because I like to complain, and it's a way for me to process things and, you know, accept it. So yeah, I mean, I would really love to go back to China, and I've also said that in the vlogs, right? I love the people, I love the food as well. I'll make a separate video about my review of the food and everything I ate there. I will make a video about that. But I just want to be honest, right? I want to be honest, and I want to tell you my experience, how I felt when I was walking there through the streets of Shenzhen, of China. I feel like all the tourists go to Beijing, to Peking, right? Or to Shanghai. I don't think people go to Shenzhen. And I wanted to go to Shenzhen, not only because I was close to that, because I was already in Hong Kong, but also because I run a bikini brand and my supplier was there, living there in Shenzhen. So for the past 5 years, all my bikinis came from Shenzhen. So I was like, I want to go there and check it out. I don't know, it was probably the best 24 hours of my entire trip, and I've been traveling for 6 months. So I would really want to come back to China because I want to show you more of China. And probably a lot of Chinese viewers are watching this right now, and you've probably seen a lot of China. But I also have a lot of viewers that never seen China, and my friends, for example, they love to see more of China. So I would want to go back. I have a lot of places pinned actually already on my Google Maps where I want to go in China. I just need to find the time and the money to get a flight to China because it's a bit expensive, you know, to fly to there. I think China is a very safe country, a very nice place to be. So many different types of natures and big cities. Like, we're not used to those big cities in Europe. It's something so special for us, right? Like a city where more than 17 million people live. Like in my whole country, the Netherlands has 17 million people. Like in China, there are cities with double that number of people. Like, it's crazy. We cannot think about that, right? So I want to go there. I want to explore it. And I wanted to ask you, if you are from China or you've been to China, let me know down in the comments what your favorite place is in China, and I will pin it on my Google Maps. I will pin everything because I want to gather as much places as possible to plan an amazing and long China trip and vlog everything. So if you have your favorite place, your favorite restaurant, I don't know, tell it to me and I will see if I can find the time to go there when I am in your city, when I'm in the city that you mentioned or the restaurant is located in. I love these type of suggestions, so definitely do that. Oh, and I also want to point out that I put my favorite Google Maps pins in different lists. So if you're interested in that, definitely click the link in the bio. You get my 50 travel tips, literally my own travel tips. I wrote them by hand, so they're very useful. I'm telling you that they helped me a lot, and I hope that someone had told me that before traveling, because that would have made my travel a lot easier and saved me a lot of money. But I'm giving them to you right now. So click the link in the bio, download that document with the 50 tips, and you also get my Google Maps pins, the list from different countries. So definitely don't miss out on that, and click the link in the bio or in the description, I must say, to download that. Well guys, in conclusion, I've been to China. I love China. It is very safe. Yes, there are cameras in a lot of places, but that is just to keep it safe. If someone does something, I don't know, when someone is robbing someone else, they can get arrested in no time. So that is very good. In Barcelona, a lot of phones get stolen and we don't have cameras anywhere. So these people get away with all the phones, you know, literally. If we just had a little bit more cameras here, then we would have been more safe. So it's not because the government wants to spy on us. No, because they have no interest in what we're doing in our personal life. It's just to keep everyone safe. I saw a lot of cameras, and you will see in my vlogs, in my China vlogs also, that I look at the cameras, I point them out like, oh my god, there's a lot of cameras, but I did not feel any danger there. It actually made me feel safer. So yes, it is safe to travel to China. It is perfectly fine to travel there. You will be safe. I think you will be way safer than going to, I don't know, like France, right? Well, I'm sure you will be safer in China than in France. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you watching until the end. I have a membership going on now on my YouTube channel as well. So for a little fee every month, you can be the first one to watch my videos. You'll get early access to my new videos that I'm gonna post in the future. You will get a special badge. You will get a special emoji with my face on it that you can use in your comments under the videos and much more. So definitely check that out. I'll leave the link in the description as well. Please go watch all my China videos. I will put my favorite one right here now in the video. So click on that one and I'll see you there. Bye guys!